there, and welcome to Turned On Sex in the News. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Josh.
Josh, how has your Halloween weekend been?
It's been a lot of fun. I've been to a lot of parties. I've got to dress up as Harry Potter a ton, which is always fun.
Very authentic with the accent.
Exactly. It's great. People are always like, what? You're actually from England? Sometimes I genuinely get people say, like, they don't believe me. I've had to show people my British ID before for them to believe me. Apparently I'm not even convincing to even drunk people now I'm not convincing to.
Did you have a favorite Halloween costume that you saw while you were out?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of girls dressed as Post Malone, which was interesting. But the scariest one I saw by far was a guy dressed up as the Nun. Me and my roommate were terrified for the entire night. When, like, you'd turn around and he'd just be there. He'd just be, like, right by you, and it was the worst.
As terrifying as that sounds, I have a story about Donald Trump, which is probably equally as bad, so let's jump right into that. We've been knew that Trump is obsessed with this country's genitalia. If you're not familiar, check out that old Access Hollywood tape as a reminder. However, his infatuation with what's happening in your pants is about to reach a whole new level. For the past few years, courts have ruled that discrimination based on gender identity is protected under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which prevents sex-based discrimination. This means that trans people would finally be protected from injustices at work, school, and in the public sector. But as we all know, this administration is only hard for straight white men, in that no homo sort of way. At least that's what we think. So the DOJ under Trump filed a brief to the Supreme Court asking them to roll back protection for trans people by only considering biological sex when ruling sex-based discrimination cases. This is a giant middle finger to the LGBTQ community, but are we really even that surprised?
I can't say that I'm surprised by this. It's just Trump being Trump always.
Does he just walk into his office every day and think, how can we discriminate against more people, leave more people out, till it's just straight white men in a little circ jerk?
I think that's what he must be thinking.
I think that's what he wants.
And as we all know, Trump's a bit of a butthole, so let's talk about anal. Anal people rejoice. No, not anal as in buttholes, but anal as in type A personalities. According to a German study published in the Journal of Sex Research, people who make plans in advance and stay organized have better sex lives than people who prefer to be more spur of the moment. The reasoning behind this is because when people take time and are thoughtful with their daily lives, it bleeds over into their sex life. In other words, we can assume that the sex lives of turned-on's producers are less than satisfactory based on the current state of this show.
That kind of makes sense, because spur-of-the-moment sex is how we end up with, like, Ziploc baggies as condoms.
Yeah, or just no condom at all, which is equally worse. I mean, is equal to that, or maybe worse?
I think having a baby's worse, yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I don't know. But all I have to say is I'm trying my best as a turned-on producer. That was a little bit triggering, to be honest.
Stay organized, people. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, that's all we have for today. Tune in every week to watch Sex in the News, the only reliable source of news on the entire internet. Stay sexy.